Not even worth bothering with. A little bit more. A little bit of light. A little bit of light. Don't drink it. Anybody out there? Anybody out there? Hello. Wow. Cheers, everyone. Oh, it's gonna be a lovely night. A lovely night. Beautiful evening. Actually, Andrew, I didn't choose it. I put it on the community tab and the community chose it. So, well done, community. Well done to everybody who voted in the community tab. It was a choice of 4 tents and they chose this one, which is of course the Nature Hike Cloud Peak 2, which is actually good fun setting up today. When I went inside, oh, you could smell the oakiness when I went wild camping. Oh, it's beautiful. It got that sweet smelling oakiness. Oh dear, love it. Absolutely lovely smell. And yeah, I'm keeping out here tonight. I'm going to sleep under the stars, under the possible frost. I know. How are you, Andrew? You all right? Yeah, it's I'm only going to be on here for a maximum of about 35-40 minutes. The reason being is because behind the phone I've got a huge jig set up for taking some flash photography. I've got a £500 flash and cameras and all that. I want to do something a little bit special for the thumbnail. Yes, I'm only staying on here roughly till around about sunset, in which case it's going to be cold. But yeah, it means be posing for the camera, and I need my phone for that as well. So it's not like I can do live and then take a photograph and do live. So yes, I'm kind of looking forward to that. I got complimented on my photo of Buster today, and it's like kind of, ooh, Dad was using flash photography, and yeah, I want to do that here. So, hello. Anybody who thought I was drunk the other day when I put in the thumbnail about me being down the pub, I drink to my limits and then that's it. That dog agrees. Yes, don't get silly when I get drunk anymore. Past that time, I'm too old for that sort of frigging business. Too old. So they tell me. Yes, the Nature Hike Cloud Peak 2 is an awesome tent. Absolutely awesome. It's not without its faults though. This cap thing behind me. Well, it's a bit further back than I thought. That cap thing is a bit of a nightmare. And I'm looking at the Nature Hike Star River 2, I believe it is. So if you've got that tent, let me know. We'll be putting that in the video that I'm making right now, because although I can't afford anything like that at the moment, it's certainly on my to-do list, to purchase list, because it's a very similar tent in many respects to the size, but without that cap thing, which is annoying. Am I sitting too far back? Is that better? There we go. Purple. Pardon me. Oh, yeah, we're all set up for tonight. All good. But it's a break from the same 4 walls, isn't it? I mean, I know I'm in my garden, which isn't quite ideal, but I am still dog searching, and that's priority in my life at the moment. And actually, I had a dream the other night when I was camping by the lakes in the Lake District, and I went for a swim, and I was reminiscing about that all through the day. When I could get out of my tent and then go for a swim in a lake. Absolutely fantastic. Nothing like that. Absolutely nothing like it. And if you've never tried it and you're a good, competent swimmer, I fully suggest you give it a go. Although I'd probably use a wetsuit because it does make things a little bit warmer after a time. Well, there we go. That's a little tip for you. If you want to go open water swimming, use a wetsuit. I've got two. Now, yeah, if anybody's got any questions, not while you're camping out in your garden, you daft bugger, then please feel free to do so. And the reason why I'm camping out in my garden is for obvious reasons. I've got obligations here. It is actually getting quite chilly. I might have to go and get a jacket. I think it's going to be down to about 2 or 3 degrees centigrade tonight, so it's going to be a chilly one. But that's okay. I've camped out in times where there is frost on the inside of your tent, and that's good. It's a good feeling. The fact that you actually got through it. Good times. I do have my limits though. Yeah, it's getting chilly. Yikes. Yeah. Been a good day today. Really good. Had some good fun. Spoke to some lovely people. And seen a doggy, but not one for us. Sadly, he's got too many medical stuff, too many medical things, and yeah. I'm a little bit off centre, aren't I? Doesn't matter. Do I need to? Absolutely good, does it? I've got a ring light. No, I'll leave it off now. Doesn't really add anything. It is getting colder. Yikes. So, how is everybody? Anybody watching? Hard to tell on this thing. Oh dear. At least this week I'm not going to be flashing my bits and doing anything. I'm actually quite comfortable because I'm sitting on my Trekology Easy Go folding camper chair, which I absolutely adore. It's one of the best bits of camping thing I've ever bought because it is light, it folds away really tiny, and yet you can sit up and be rather comfortable in it. It's really good chair. So if you're after a chair, and bear in mind I weigh 107 kilos, and I've weighed about 107 kilos for a long time, getting on for 17 stone, and I've had Buster, who's like 13 kilos, sitting on top of me. So there's 120 kilos sitting on a chair that's literally folds down to the size of a loaf of bread. Now, if that isn't fan Davidozing, I don't know what is. So yeah, there we go. I've got a pigeon on the roof. Wait, fat pigeon. It kind of reminds me of me with feathers. Yeah. I'm going to get a jacket in a minute. I'm really cold. So, I've got my Usport pad, my air pad. I want a Thermarest Neo Air X-Therm. But as I've said many times, money is very short. It doesn't stretch as far as it used to be. And dog stuff and all that, not going to go down that route just yet. So I'm after a Star River, Nature Hike Star River tent, a Nature Hike down sleeping bag, and a Thermarest Neo Air X-Therm. Yeah, you ain't going to get much change out of about 600 quid from that lot. There we go. There we go. It's cold. I'm cold. Didn't really think this one out properly. I said 6 o'clock for live feed, and then literally the last 20 minutes went by like, jeez, it's 2 minutes to 6. And here I am, now freezing my bald nut off. I wish I'd grow hair sometimes, but it's not to be. Yes, you chose, you lovely people out there, you chose this, the Nature Hike Cloud Peak 2. It's a tent I purchased in November 2021. Wow, that's gone quick. And I've used it at campsites where it's been really windy, and it's like, wow, I'm not sure if this tent's going to be able to take this, and it did, and it stood up really well. It's a damn good tent, really good. The space inside, some tents say they are 2-person tents. They are like 1.5 person. How are you gonna get a half person? I don't know, but oh, it's getting really cold. It feels like someone just put ice down my back. I'm gonna have to get a jumper in a minute. I'm sorry, folks. Um, but yeah, the space inside the Nature Hike Cloud Peak 2 is pretty damn decent, and the 2 vestibules are awesome, incredible. I say the only thing that lets it down is this bloody cap thing, which I can't stand. So that's a bit of a downer on it. And also as well, they've just brought out a new version of it where the inner door is dome shaped. That was not a good idea. So the one I've got is the older version, which is the T-shaped, and that's awesome. That means you can open it really wide, and it doesn't matter which end you're laying at, you can still access the vestibule. Whereas on the dome-shaped one, it's not quite as easy as that. You probably have to reach around. So if you can get hold of the T-shaped inner door on the Nature Hike Cloud Peak 2, I would suggest you go for it. If not, I would look at the Nature Hike Star River. There's other manufacturers out there, not even ones I've even trusted. Like I've not had a Terra Nova. People keep telling me about a Terra Nova. I'm like, yeah, I'll have a look. But it's not really on my agenda at the moment. A new tent. I've got. I'm sure it's 10 tents. It might be 12. Oh dear. Why is it nippy tonight? Oh, it's really chilly. Yeet. So today I've been doing filming for It's a Camping Thing and Bailey's Boy. Been doing 2 lots of filming today, so the next week and a half is just going to be editing all the way through the week, and then I'll try and do again this next weekend. See what the weather's like. Depends. If it's going to be raining, not much point. The ground's kind of boggy. We had a lot of rain yesterday. It was almost like an ocean fell out of the sky all day, every hour, every day. It was like, wow, how much more? So yeah, we've had a lot of rain, and thankfully the sun's come out today. If it was raining, it wouldn't be a lot of fun, and I'm not going to do it if it's not much fun. I do occasionally like my bed. I get 2 chances a week to sleep in my bed properly, and this weekend one of them's going to be in here. Oh, is it cold? I'm trying to think where my jumper is. Yeah, I'm going to go and nip and get my jumper because I'm really cold, so I'm going to be back in a minute. Enjoy the tent. Oh dear, that's better. Hello. That's better. All warm again now. Well, sorry, got me down jacket from Decathlon. Lovely. Cheers, everyone. I'm so looking forward to sleeping out here tonight. I went to bed last night and I can't seem to sleep in my bed properly. I don't know why. I'm awake at 1:30. So Sleeping out here is the only good night's sleep I actually had in about a month. I'm going to say, I love my camping. Although when I slept out here last week, I didn't actually put all this in the video. I slept out here for 2 nights when I slept out here with the Nature Hiker Palace 3. The first night, absolutely beautiful night. I mean, wonderful. Loved it. Didn't hear a peep. Literally closed my eyes, boom, gone. Fast asleep. Woke up next morning. Bang. Beautiful. The second night, 2 cats were having a scrap. Well, they went out after an hour. Well, it seemed like for hour after hour. It's probably only about 30 minutes. But it was like midnight. Midnight. Jeez. I was like, pack it in, folks. There we go. I have gone to some campsites. There's one that's close to me, and it's very close to an airport. And then they're very close to also kennels as well. So you wake up in the morning, and you hear planes flying overhead all the way through the night. It's a big cargo airport as well. And then you wake up in the morning, and all you can hear is "Urf, urf, urf, urf" from about 100 dogs because there's a kennel nearby. And it's kind of like, yeah, it's not the best place to go camping, I can tell you. Best campsite I've ever been to is called the Keswick Camping and Caravanning Club. And then I think the second one is probably the Dunstan Hill, I think it is, in Northumberland. That's awesome. Some great beaches. Like, you can think you're in the Caribbean when you're there. It's just incredible. And you got Dunstan Burgh Castle nearby. So yeah, awesome place that, Northumberland. I really like it there. But the Lake District is probably my most favourite place. Next year I want to go travelling to Cornwall. That's a must. Do a tour of Cornwall. That'll probably be about 3 videos long. 2 nights at each location. Sounds good to me. Take the dog, whoever that is, or whatever that is. I'll probably take the Nature Hiker Palace 3. See, I'm gathering all this up ready for thinking about next year, where I'm going to be going, what I'm going to be taking, and what tent I need to use. And yeah, we shall see. But next year, if I play my cards right, and that, next year should be pretty special, especially for the channel. There'll be a lot of content going out next year. This year's probably a little bit more quieter. A lot going on in the background that I'm probably not discussing at the moment, but yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm trying my best. So if anybody wants to say anything, please do. I feel like I'm just talking to my phone, which I am, kind of. Oh dear. Tell you what, I feel better now I've got this on. This jacket's only about £50, but wow, does it keep the warmth in? It's a lot better. So I'm thinking that sun, I think I'm going to have to get the old flash gun out soon. Got the old flash over there. It's starting to go dark. Yep. Maya, do you think I'll be able to operate a zip? Speaking of zip, I've got my Jetboil zip stove and my Jetboil Minimo, and one of the reasons why I've not been using my Jetboil Minimo for boiling water for coffee is because there was a lot of, oh, them birds are really at it, a lot of alarm scale in the bottom. So today, or not today, this week, I boiled a combination of water and vinegar, and my god, does that smell bad. It smells like something you would bring up. So if you ever do that to get rid of the alarm scale, just keep your nose away from it. So yeah, I boiled white vinegar and water in my Jetboil Minimo, and I think at the moment, I think it's actually done the job. There was like a white chalky substance in the bottom of the pan, not very pleasant, and when you boiled water it looked more like a pale white soup, something that a probably ghost would drink. But yeah, my Jetboil zip was always my go-to for that, so hopefully the water and vinegar has got rid of the lime scale and I can have a cup of coffee in the morning using just the Jetboil Minimo, which would be really, really nice, because I don't want to take 2 stoves everywhere where I go. The Jetboil Minimo is definitely more suited to cooking. So yeah, they're not bad stoves, but they are really expensive for what they are. I mean, really expensive. So, I just love my camping and getting away from it all, or partially. I've got a lot of editing to do after this. Ooh, yeah. Any normal, sane person would be sleeping inside their bed tonight. Not me. Not me. It's all good fun. It's all good. I wish I was in the lakes though. I miss the lakes. Special place. Even though I know I've got to find other places and discover other places and that. I don't want to just keep going to the same place over and over and over again. That's just no. But the lakes, they've got a lot to offer. The lakes and the mountains. I do like my mountains. I like my lakes. I like swimming in lakes. No. Yeah, we'll see. This new dog, whatever. I want to give it the same choices as what Buster had, and I want to give it the same sort of experiences. So I'd like to take the new dog up to the Lake District at some point, going camping, and do that, and show more of this beautiful place we all call home. And yeah, you've got to be careful with the dog in the tent, because especially by water when there's ducks about. When I was at the Lake District last time, not last time, the time before in September, there was a dog that went out to go and get a goose in the water, and he only just stood by the water's edge as it chased it, which I thought was a bit wrong. That was me trying to pack down my tent, trying to do a video, which is the least thing, and this dog swimming after this goose in the water. Got it back though. Anybody got the Nature Hike Star River 2? Please let me know. I'm really kind of, although I can't afford it yet, it's definitely on my interesting list. I like the look of that tent. Never seem to have enough tents. I've gone right off the Van Gogh Banshee 200 and 300. Gone right off them. I thought that they would be the answer to all my camping woes. Smallish pack size, but they're just not long enough. This is why I put in the community tab earlier this week, should they make tents longer, because I always find the fact that my feet are touching one end, my head's touching the other, and then if my toes flex in the night, I find it slapping against my baldy bumps, and then it kind of wakes me up. Silly, I know. It's just the way it is. So I've kind of steered away from the Van Gogh Banshee 200 and 300 and the OEX Fox 1 V2. It's just not for me. I know some people get on with it. I know I was watching one of the ones with Walking Kev this week. Been watching a few of his videos. He's a very good YouTuber, doing really well, and he's a good bloke. But he was looking at the OEX Fox 1 V2, and yeah, it seems to be right, but I say it's each their own. It's what suits you, and what suits one person may not necessarily suit another, and that's perfectly fine. Like I say, my reviews are just my opinions. It doesn't matter really, and if people agree with them or not, that's fine. Just my views, what I feel. Yeah. I think I might wear this to bed tonight. It's going to be cold. This is nice. Really nice to be outside. I don't watch TV anymore. Not really. Although I am interested. I am watching Star Trek Picard at the moment and absolutely loving it. Really got a lot of nostalgia in that's the only TV I kind of watch at the moment. And that's coming to an end. I mostly watch YouTube. So I'm going to pack this away in 15 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes. And then I am going to take the thumbnail photo for this. I'm looking at a huge white reflector there. I got my flash gun, it's huge. Should be 500 watts. Boom. Oh yeah. This is really kind of just nice to be outside. I was actually thinking about doing a live every Saturday, but I'm not sure. I don't really think there's a need for it. I don't know. I'm 50-50. Yeah, just nice to be outside. Just the sound of birds and my cold, which I can't seem to get rid of because I've got a tree growing out my head. Hello, tree. So, almost gone already. Didn't want to do that. Oh yeah, the Cloud Peak 2. I'm interested in another tent, but I just can't make my mind up. Just can't seem to think what I would want. I have got an idea, another tent, but a big family one with 2 bedrooms. Keshwa 4.2 non-air. They do an air beam one, but that's mega expensive. And it's white and cream. I mean, really, Keshwa? Really? But there's a green and or turquoisey one and white, which is quite nice. And that's a decent enough price. 2 bedrooms, 1 at each end, with a small-ish living area in the middle. That's quite nice. I kind of like the idea of that. That may be something for later on in the year. I'm planning to go away in October with a member of the family, but I don't really want to be sleeping in the same room. So we shall see. Yeah. And then, oh dear, excuse me, double excuse me. My, wouldn't mind a Thermarest Neo X. That's a huge investment. A lot of money when you're paying like £200 for a pad, a sleeping pad. Oh no, let me just move this down a little bit. Let me just. Oh. There we go. There we go. That's better. He says. So yeah, got a shopping list, but no money to buy. We'll get there. Is anybody out camping tonight? Let me know. It would be nice to know the fact that I'm not the only one that's sleeping under the stars tonight. Oh yeah. I really have got a bad cold. That kind of one that you just can't seem to shift. Tell you what though, being out here, sound of birds. At least I'm not coughing as much. 6:30. Another 10 minutes and I'm calling it a day. And I'm gonna take some photographs and do my thumbnail for this video, which should be out next week. I think next Saturday or something. I've got a busy week this week. Really busy. In fact, I'm doing 9 hours a day working on the computer after doing a night shift and then probably getting to bed. Yeah. Did see a dog today though, that was lovely. Just too old and ill. Nice beer. I don't know what to do. Sun is going down. I'm going to do that thumbnail now. Got a huge flash. In fact, I'll show you. This is my level of photography. Yeah, so my thumbnail is going to consist of this. This is my flash. 500 watts. Kaboom. I've got a Sentry stand behind the camera. This might just go kaboom. Boom. It's huge. I love it. 500 quid, but well worth it. Yeah, it's even got a model light. Kaboom. Love it. Turn that off. Job's a good one. Yeah, I'll get a profile picture done for this video and call it a night. Pack all this stuff away. This one's called a Pixar Pro City 600 TTL Flash. Oh, good. What time is it? 33. Folks, you know what? I'm thinking about calling it a day. We're not very chatty tonight and I'm tired and I've got a lot to do. So, a minute and a half. I might go in. Yeah. It's going to be a cold one, but it'd be nice just to get out for a bit. Just listening to the birds. Right. 50 seconds to go. My cold's bad. Not good. No. I might do a live next week if you're interested. Say hello or like or whatever. And I'll try and do another live next week. Depends on the weather. If the weather's bad. No. I'd like to do one, but we'll see. We shall see. I'm going to cook 2 more minutes, I think. And I'm going to head in. Get this photo done. I'd like to do something a bit special for this one. I like doing thumbnails. I haven't quite worked out how to do the video thumbnails. You know, when you see an idea, it gives you a glimpse of what to expect. And I know my thumbnails can be a little bit too much text on. So I am trying to rectify that, but I'd like to do something that's a little bit snazzy. Probably do a little bit of a. I've got a 200 watt flash as well. I've got 2 of them. I might stick a 200 watt flash inside the tent and use this to light me up. That might be an idea. Again, playing with ideas. I like my photography as much as I do my camping, which is why this channel used to be called Buster's Boy. And there used to be a mixture of photography and camping involved. You know, I decided just to trim it down a little bit and just have camping. But I like both disciplines. Camping, they both get me away from everyday life, and photography is kind of a very short-lived thing where you can go out and do landscapes, spend an hour or something going out, and using the tent is a good way of spending a bit further, more time out as well. So if you go to somewhere picturesque like the Lake District, you go there to take photographs, but you're in a tent and it's like holiday from heaven, you know? Brilliant. Love it. Oh, I'm actually getting, you know, it's not homesick, I'm getting holiday sick. I need to go away, but I can't. I can't. I need to. I need to do this. Right. Unfortunately, the garden it is. It's not the best, but it's all I can do. I'm messing around with my huge flash, which I love. Ooh. Yeah, won't make a great lightsaber. Chris, no, not yet. Still looking. If you're interested in the dog side of things, I've got another channel called Bailey's Boy, and I'm doing videos for that. And I've been up to the dog trust today, and they've got a nice dog there, but he unfortunately got quite a few health issues, so we decided to say no. But he was a lovely little dog. So yeah, still looking. Yeah. Yes, we know what we're after, and we will continue to look. It's like 8 to 10 hours a day looking, and you've got to be careful buying one outright. There's a few people out there that are when I hope to go camping again. Once I've got a dog and I've got settled, that dog settled, then that I've got my next. I had a camping trip booked for May for my birthday, and I cancelled that. Down to money. Money's tight at the moment, so cancelled that, and then obviously Buster died, and yeah, if we got another dog now, then I probably wouldn't want to go away anyway, because I want to make sure that the dog was settled first, and that takes a good 3 months. But I have got a camping trip booked for October, and I'm looking forward to that. And by then we should have a dog. If we don't have a dog by then, something's gone seriously wrong. And yeah, I'm hoping to have one at least by June, July time. Then the trouble is the kids are off school. That means that all the campsites are going to be fully booked and mega expensive. So yeah, October, sadly. But then next year is going to be like, whoa, hold on to your GGs, because I tell you what, next year I'm planning some big things. I want to get some new gear, possibly a new tent, and definitely upgrade my sleep system. But I've got my MOT next month. Fingers crossed. Yeah, there's a lot of money going out and not a lot coming in, which is why I'm not showing a lot of gear. I'm trying to be as honest as I can with people. I don't want to like say X, Y, Z, and it's just rubbish. I'm trying to be as honest as I can. Money's tight. I'm not ashamed to admit it, and I'm trying to do my best. Yeah, but October there's definitely a camp trip booked, and I fully intend to go on that. And I can't wait to go away. If I could though, I'd go away now. The only reason why I'm not going away as well is because everything, all my details are saved in Photoshop, which is on my computer, and that means I can just copy and paste and get straight in. So yeah, if Buster was still with us and everything had been different, then maybe I would have gone away. But no, the house is just a house. It's just empty without him, without any dog. That coming from somebody who used to be petrified of them. Yeah. Fred said, nothing wrong with getting out into the garden. No, it's a break from the same four walls, Fred. That's my main thing. I get sick and tired of seeing the same thing, and once I close that bedroom door, I could be almost anywhere, unless there's a cat scrapping in the next garden. But hey ho, it's all I can do at the moment. Oh, Chris, yeah, wishing lots of luck in your search. Thank you. I think we need it. I think we've been looking for 10 weeks now. Buster died 14 weeks ago, so it's 10 weeks. It was about a month after he passed away that we started looking. So 10 weeks. We went up to the Dogsters today, and there was a couple of ladies up there that were working there, and they're absolutely brilliant, wonderful, and yeah, we're up there quite regularly. So we keep looking, and we've got other websites to look at as well. And money's still tight. We have a budget. It's not like we can spend £1,000 or £2,000 on a dog, which some of them are going for. It's not like we can just spend oodles of money without consequence. We have to be careful. So we have a budget, and that's it. Yeah. So yeah, I'm still thinking about. At the moment, I'm thinking more about long term rather than short term. I know this year is going to be tight, tighter than the ducks behind. But I am really looking forward to 24 and beyond, because yeah, I would like to do a doesn't matter compliment about. Yeah, Andrew. Yeah, I agree. I agree. It was like that last week. I had a really good time out here last week, and I can't seem to sleep in my bed at the moment, not properly. I work nights Monday to Friday, and the weekends I get my good sleep, shall we say, at night, and I just can't seem to get a good night's sleep. I seem to wake up at 1:30 in the morning, and yet when I'm in a tent, I'm like, I wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, fresh as a daisy. Love it, absolutely love it. It might be cold, it might sound a bit stupid to some, and I can imagine that as well. I can think that some people may think, silly sod, he's camping out and he's gone. You know, I love it. And it's each of their own as well. So there we go, that's what I'm sticking to. I love it. Oh, yeah. And this is a good choice of tent. People chose really well. I'm kind of glad, because actually, I was thinking of the Keshwar 2 seconds easy, but there's one little fault with that. Can you guess what it is? A lot of people don't like that tent because they think it's a gimmicky tent. Excuse me. But there's one little fault with it, one little problem, and that is when it's wet, drying it, because you can't take the frame out of the fly. Yeah. So how do you dry it? And this wasn't something I realised or thought about until long after I reviewed it and thought about it. And I thought, yeah, it's not like you can subtract the frame from the fly, and that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? So yeah, yeah, this is a good tent. It's a good size. I bought one myself. Based. Is that Andrew? That's the 2 seconds easy. Yeah, it is a really good tent. I say the only thing I have problem with is drying with it, drying it. The only thing is, I think you could actually put it on a washing line. If you took the washing line down, and then you've got like the handles where you pull it through, maybe thread the washing line through that, and then hang it out. That may work. Thinking like, yeah. But I might try that next weekend. I might get the 2 seconds easy and camp out here next week. Depends on the weather. Let's be honest. It depends on the weather. But if 2 seconds easy, I wouldn't mind trying that again. I do like that one. And the best bit about it is, I know I said about the 215 centimeters from head to toe is a bit of an issue when you're 5'10" like I am. But that's only because the tents, when they on the floor, they start to go up straight away, but at an angle. But with the Keshwar 2 seconds easy and this one as well, they kind of go up and then around like that. So that means it's not really rubbing on your head or your feet. Oh, nature height, yeah, the yeah, nature height, yeah, yeah. Honestly, I like it. I like the room inside. I like the fact it's got two vestibules, two doors. The only thing I don't like about it is this top cup. I've Oh, nice one, Ben. What are you using? Are you using a jet ball or what are you using? Let me know. It'd be great. Um, I tell you what, it's a lovely evening for it. It's a little bit chilly. I was out here earlier in just a t-shirt and it was a little bit too chilly for that. I'm going to get another beer in a minute. Actually, I'm really enjoying this. Hello, Wolfgang. Nice to say hello. Tom Outdoors. Hope you're well. Hello, mate. Hope you're doing okay. I might get another beer now. I was gonna. Hey. Oh, twig stove. Oh, nice one. Cool. I've got my Jetboil Mini Mo, I think, but only because I've had to descale it from line scale, and that was one thing I was going. Hi, Lance. I was using the Jetboil Zip for just coffee because when I was boiling water in the Jetboil Mini Mo, Andrew, yeah, I'm going to get another beer in a minute, mate. I am. I'm enjoying this. It's lovely speaking to everybody. All right, Tom, you take care, mate. Nice to hear from you. I forgot where I was going. I'm getting too old for this. Yeah, where was I? I don't know. Yeah, Ben, I totally agree. They are really, really, really expensive, and the trouble is with me and spending money, it's curiosity, and it's like this. Chris, just calling. I'm gonna get another one in a minute. Um, yeah, I went and got them just before I did this. Um, yeah, the jet balls are really, really expensive, and I wish they would come down a little bit in price. The Jetboil Mini Mo's probably got the slight edge, although one time I had a problem with the igniter and it blocked up. I had the Nature Height Mongar, small and light. I have actually looked at that. The Mongar, it looks good. I'm looking at the Mongar and the Star River because they look very similar. Very similar. I'm sort of, I'm thinking 2024, let's be honest, but I'm certainly looking at them for next year because this is nice, but I say this cap thing on top annoys the hell out of me. Really does. It's a lovely tent. Don't get me wrong. It is really good. It's very good, but that cap thing just it kind of yeah. Lee said about that better. Yeah, I'm gonna get another beer. So it's only there. Literally, conservatory's there, and I've got a fridge in the conservatory, which is handy for me. So I'm gonna go get another beer. I'll be right back in literally 2 shakes of a dog's tail. Do, 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 do. There we go. We got one. It is chilly tonight. It's what are we on April? Vango Nevis. MSR Hubba Hubba. MSR. I have never used one myself, so I can't really comment, but they do look rather nice. From what I've seen on YouTube, they do look very nice. Expensive, I think you sort of get what you pay for. And let's be honest, Nature Hike kind of copy other manufacturers. But if the tent does the job, what does it matter? You know? Got a very chatty dog round the back. A rooster. Oh dear, this is nice. So, so yeah, I tell you what, the one thing I do need to update though is my sleep system. My sleeping bags are terrible. Now, I thought my Vango Nightstar 375 Alpha was going to be the creme de la creme. Guess what? It wasn't. No, really cold, really chilly. So I have to use multiple sleeping bags, which I must say is rather embarrassing when you're trying to do videos like these and you're, yeah, I want a down sleeping bag, but it's just money, 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 money all the time. I think, is it Nature Hike do a snowbird? I think, what was it? I can't think of their names now. Gareth and Zoe, they've got a YouTube channel, and they've got the Snowbird 7. It's like very nice sleeping bag that. Nice couple as well, got to admit. It was them that gave me the idea for going camping on St. Herbert's Island for my first wild camp, which was in this tent for my birthday last year. And that was one of the best days ever. Absolute best days ever. Although I wouldn't do that island again. Big Agnes. Yeah, I've heard about them. I know the Nation Hut one is down, but the Vango Nightstar 375 Alpha which I've got is synthetic. And you know that a lot of their, not just that manufacturer, but a lot of manufacturers, they'll state that it's a certain degree temperature that it will go down to for comfort rating. And yeah, that's pipe dream, that is. Down trousers, I've thought about it. I've seen them a couple of times, but it's not really my legs that get cold. I tend to find that my legs are okay. It's just my upper body that kind of gets cold, and then once that gets cold, I feel cold all the way through. Yeah. And I say it's more my upper body when that gets cold. Oh, I've got the hiccups now. That doesn't bode well for later. when my upper body gets cold, that's when it's kind of like that. I did a camp last year. Was it last year? I think it was in this tent, and I got really super cold in it. Oh, hello from Austria. Austria, wow. We're going global, folks. Hello, everybody. This feels weird. I know I've been doing YouTube for a few years, but it really is lovely to get to speak to everybody. It really is. So, yeah, hello. It's cold here in the UK. Well, I say cold. It's nippy. It's certainly not t-shirt weather at the minute. I can testify to that because I was wearing a t-shirt at the beginning of this video, and I can tell you I was cold. Was it? Is it Saturday night? Cheers, everyone. Oh dear. Wolfgang. Hello from Ireland. Wow. Hello. Hello, Fred. Oh, Fred. Oh, from Ireland. Maybe an insulated sleep mat. I've used an expert in a difference we might. Narborough. Well, I'm in Leicestershire. Not too warm here. Yeah, we've got the kind of sun's out and it's kind of clear weather here, but it's still pretty nippy. But it's supposed to be around about 3, maybe 4 degrees tonight. But yeah, the Midlands in the UK at the moment is clear sky with a little bit of cloud, but a little bit on the nippy side, which I don't mind. The only thing is, when I go to bed tonight, obviously I'm going to have to wear a hat because I'm chronically challenged. Which is okay. Doesn't matter. I can't grow. I take after my uncle, my dad were all kind of bald or going bald. So I just shave it off. I'm not thinking nature took me halfway there, so why not? But yeah, this is really nice. Yeah. Still got to take my photo later though. But I think I might just change that now. Wow, that is huge. Oh dear. Went to the old Cerveza. Oh dear. Cheers. Yeah. Can't beat a beer on a Saturday night. I think I got to work the other night, and everyone said, because I did something on the community tab where I was cross-eyed, and obviously after a couple of beers that's not really real, but yeah, I did the old cross-eyed thing. And when I got to work the next morning at 3 a.m. in the morning, people were going, "How's your head this morning?" I go, "Fine, why?" That's it. Nice one, cheers. HW, I can barely read from here. I use the flame quilt, another YouTube scene. See, I've got a quilt which is down, but the problem with that is it's like very slippery. It just slides off the bed, and literally like I wake up in the morning and it's on the floor. Yes, foil mat under my sleeping pad. It's all in the video, Fred Shed. I've got a foil mat underneath, and I'm using an U-Sport sleeping pad, which isn't insulated, but it's okay. It's comfortable. It hasn't let me down. Unlike Trekology E-Luft, was it 140 and 80? Both of them let me down, so they went in the bin. I love the community we've got here. It is absolutely lovely. Bringing people together with a love of camping, it's brilliant. This is what the internet was designed for, folks. Lovely. Yeah. Life's good, isn't it? Life's good. It's the best gift we'll ever get. I'm going to blow my nose. Apologies. Oh, yeah. I can't really justify it as man flu. It is just cold. But it won't go away. I've given it to about half the people at work, though. Sorry. I still manage the big Agnes. Oh, I will do, Fred Shed. I will do on that, definitely. So especially for sort of like the winter, I want something that keeps me toasty warm. But the trouble is, I'm quite broad-shouldered, and anything that has to be 83, 85 centimeters wide, that's ideal. So, yeah, that's my biggest problem is the fact that I wouldn't say fat, but yeah, getting that way. Yeah, the trouble is, Andrew, we're looking for a dog at the moment. I need to be close to home, so um, it's not really that's the issue at the moment. As far as going to a campsite is concerned, it's the case I need to be close to home. Yeah, the mummy thing, I don't really get on with it. It's not comfortable, and it's not okay. It probably keeps you a bit warmer, but I want to be comfortable. And if you can't be comfortable, then what's the point? That's why I don't like the Van Gogh Banshees anymore, because I find that if my feet flex in the night, which they kind of do, then when I flex my feet, then this end hits my head. So, yeah, Andrew, I say at the moment, everything's all my details are copied, are written out in Photoshop, and then when a dog comes along, I can just copy it and paste it straight over. So I need to be next to my computer at home, which is why I'm not going to a campsite. So, yeah, just one of them things at the moment. But my family and I are adamant we want another one, and the house just ain't the same without one. My little boy, I got a bit teary eyed when I went to the kennels today, the Dogs Trust, and then showed them videos of Buster, and they were like, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah, my little boy." If you've ever had a dog, you'll understand what I mean. But they are, it's like losing a child. It really is. They're amazing, and I would cut off my arms and my legs to have him back, but we just know that ain't the case. I'd give up everything to have him back and lose it. My God, I've never experienced pain like that before in my life, and yeah, I'll probably have to do it again. But uh, it is, yeah. What a pity, terrible. Yeah. Um, I don't really want this to be a dog channel because this is about camping. I've got my dog channel for that. I've set that up. Been filming for that today. But he was a part of my life and one of the best parts about it. The dog rescuing Barwell. I'll have a look at that. Barwell is Derbyshire, I believe. Who in the camping world inspires you? Paul Mesner and Gareth and Zoe. Paul Mesner, I think, is just the ipso facto the pinnacle of YouTube camping. I think he's a great guy. I think he's great. And Gareth and Zoe, I just like them. I think they're a nice couple, and they inspired me to do wild camping on in the Lake District on St Herbert's Island. And um, I do watch. Oh, there's Walking Kev as well. He's a lovely guy, nice guy as well. So I do watch. I don't watch. The only TV at the moment I'm watching is Star Trek Picard, but other than that, I'm watching YouTube all the time. Yes, no spoilers if you've watched it so far. Uh, yeah, I can understand that. Oh yeah, Bushman and Blue. That's the other one. Although he does some literally like when Bushman and Blue goes up some of these mountains, I'm like, I've got my heart in my mouth. I'm like, I would love to do that, but I am not that brave. And yeah, the thing is though with YouTube, and a lot of people don't seem to understand, and I can understand, is it costs money to make YouTube videos, and you've got to reclaim some of that back. Hayes Outdoors. I'm sure I've seen that before. Hayes Outdoors is nice. Yeah, I think I might have seen that. Um, I mean, it cost me. I'm not. There's no music on my videos at the moment, and that's because I was subscribing to a license, and that was £10 a month. And then you've got your Adobe Premiere, which is £20 a month, and Adobe Photoshop, that's another £20 a month. So you're looking at £50 a month to effectively just make videos. So I can understand where people are advertising a little bit to some degree, although I think there's a fine line. And yeah, you've kind of got to make some money back to a degree. Otherwise, what's I'm not doing this for money, although the money helps. Let's be honest. Fred Shed, I use Adobe Premiere Pro at the moment. It's costing me £19.97 a month to use. I was using Epidemic Sound, although I cancelled that just to kind of save another £10 a month. I say I've got my MOT, my car MOT at the end of next month, so I'm kind of trying to save every penny at the moment. Adobe Premiere Pro, and then my thumbnails and all that, I'm using Adobe Photoshop as well, which I use for my photography anyway. So when I get my dog, I shoot everything in RAW. If you're absolutely, thank you. I don't think I make any great videos. I don't. I just do it kind of a hobby in a way. It's a bit of a challenge. It's not easy. Talking to a camera, I've always said, is a bit like talking to a toaster. It's an animate object, and you kind of got to go, "Hi everybody, welcome to It's a Camping Thing." And it's yeah. I'm still kind of, even after a couple of years, still kind of getting a bit used to that. So I try and do my best. DaVinci Resolve 18, it's free. I'll have to have a look into that. The trouble is though, with Adobe Premiere Pro, to cancel it, I've got to pay 60, £70 to cancel it, and it's costing me almost 20 a month to rent. Like, why? No, I'll keep Adobe Premiere Pro until I can cancel it for free. Thank you very much. Yeah, kind of modern day world we live, where everything's subscription, isn't it? I suppose. Adobe Premiere Pro is good. Don't get me wrong; it's crashed a few times on me, but yeah, that's the way I do it. Adobe Premiere Pro, and because it's Adobe with Photoshop, I can port things straight over, which is good. I do a lot of Photoshop anyway, so I can't see me getting rid of the old Photoshop because I've got my DSLR, and I like to do a lot of photography. And when we get the new dog, I'll be doing a ton of portraits, which is why I bought this. My big 500-watt flash, huge. Uh, yeah, yeah. It's a shame it's not a little bit more cheaper and a little bit more accessible. Oh dear. Tell me one now. Wow, 7:05. No. I think another 10 minutes. I think that light's going to fade, and I'm going to have to get my camera out. I want to do a thumbnail for this video that I'm doing at the moment, where it starts. I'll give you a little bit of a clue. The next video starts off with all 4 tents on a table, and you chose which tent, and you chose this one. I'm going to hiccup or burp. I'm not sure which one. Burp it was. Sorry, pardon me. Excuse my manners. But yeah, it'd be good to be. Are you? Yeah, I am monetized now, but it's not. It's not exactly going to break the bank. Put it that way. When you get monetized, you get like an income, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot at all. It's. I wish it was the case, but yeah, I'm over 1,000. I'm at 1,183, I think it is, which is amazing. I'm surprised anybody watches my videos. I really am. I do it because it's a challenge. I used to do photography because it was a challenge. I used to do a lot of landscape photography, especially locally. My story is the fact that I used to take photographs for TV that ended up on TV on local weather bulletins for the East Midlands, which was ITV Central and BBC East Midlands Today, and I ended up having over 100, and I was on TV for that with a lady called Lucy Kite. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. Yeah, it's when I got to 1,000, it was amazing. I was like, really, 1,000 people watch my videos, and that's incredible. And I'm surprised anyone, even one person, watches it. I mean, but I'm really am grateful for when people subscribe and watch, and it just means the fact that when I edit a long video together, which can take sometimes 8-9 hours, you know, sometimes it can take a long time. It means all that's worthwhile. Thank you, Fred Shed. Thank you. I'm trying my best. I know my locations in my garden is not quite ideal. I would like to be somewhere like in the Lake District or somewhere like that, but that will come. That will come again. I've done it before. I'll do it again, and I'd like to explore more places. I'd like to go up to a place called Glencoe in Scotland. I was talking to a lady on here last week, Gillian, based up in Scotland, and she recommended it as well. So, yeah, definitely thinking about Glencoe, Scotland, and other places. But at the moment, with my situation, the garden is it. I've really got that cold. Yeah, the fact that anybody subscribes to this channel, I think, is is incredible. So everyone who has subscribed, thank you very much. It really does puts a smile on my face. But yeah, if you're ever thinking about doing YouTube and now you think you get to 1,000 subscribers and you start rolling in the money, it don't really work like that, and it's more views anyway. So I won't give you an exact sum, but it's not exactly gonna make your bank manager happy. You try your best and you work hard and you try and improve. But it's not all about the money, is it? Let's be honest. I'm not here completely for that in a way. It's nice, it helps, but I'm not here for that. I just love getting inside things like this, like the Cloud Peak 2, and I enjoy camping out. I don't care if it's the garden or wherever. It would be nice if it was wherever. And if I can share that love of camping with other people, then great. Fred Shed. I'll subscribe to you, mate. I'll subscribe to you. Probably tomorrow, but I'll definitely remember. I'll subscribe. Yeah, YouTube's hard, and there's a lot of hours and that spent in the background and learning, and you're often watching YouTube to learn how to do things. 12,000 views. Wow, brilliant. Well done. That's brilliant. That's awesome. I doesn't matter really what kind of equipment you've got. As long as you've got a camera on you, whether it's your phone or your DSLR. My camera cost me 1,500 quid. And sometimes I think, oh, I wish I just had a mobile phone. It'd be a lot easier. It's always the oh, I take it's very windy then. Probably wouldn't want this tent though, because this hood thing, this cap, flaps around quite a lot. It's a good strong tent though. Can't really fault it for that purpose. I would like to do more travelling, for sure. Yeah, I think he's done. I think I'm not going to get any TTL flash out of them tonight. And I can only do one night out tonight because I'm at work tomorrow night. I've got to be at work at 3 o'clock on Monday morning. Third shed, how many have we got? I believe it's 10, it could be 12. Not sure. Okay, let's do a rundown. How many tents do I own? Nature Hike. No. Bango Banshee 200 Pro. Bango Banshee 300 Pro. Keshwar Air Seconds 4.1. Keshwar 3XL. Keshwar 2 seconds easy. I've got the Nature Hike Cloud Peak 2, this one. Nature Hike Opalis 3. OEX Fox 1 V2. That's 8. What else have I got up there? I've got a high gear. Can't think of the name. I've got 2 high gears. I haven't used them in a long time. We're talking at least 8 years. So I've got 2 high gears. So I've got 10 tents. I think I should make it 12 at least. The OEX Fox 1 V2, I don't think I could ever see myself using that again. I really can't. As much as I wish I would, I can't see me using it again. And I don't like selling stuff because whenever I do sell stuff, I kind of regret it. I did have a Coleman Festival. Yeah, handbags. Although I haven't said that, I've got a kind of handbag for work, which is great. It's oh, what's the name of it? It's the other side of the house, so I'm not going to get it. But I've got a bum bag with 2 cup holders. Oh my god, it's the best thing ever. I was always forgetting my work pass, my wallet, my keys, or my phone, one or the other, whenever I went to work. Now I put everything in that night before, and it is brilliant. I think it's called War. Oh, I'll have to put it in another video, but that's incredibly big. You fit everything in it. Sorry, I was talking about handbags. It's a man bag, bum bag. But yeah, you're right. We do collect tents like we do handbags. Getting off subject. Sorry. I do like my tents, but I think it's 10. I'm sure I'm missing one. Although the Coleman Festival Blackout 4, which was an awesome tent, I did sell to my friend at work for about £30. And he gave it to his daughter, and apparently she loved it. A good tent, the Coleman Festival Blackout 4 is a fantastic tent. The blackout feature. The trouble is, if you're like me and you're loose things, no end, the trouble is every time you go in it, even in bright daylight in the middle of the day, you've got to put a light on to find things. That's the biggest problem, and it is literally pitch black in there. The Coleman Festival Blackout 4 is the only tent where literally in the middle of the day where you can stick your hand out there in front of your face and a couple of inches wet and you can't see your hand. It's incredibly dark. Whereas the Keshwar Air Seconds 4.1 is, I would say, 90% darkness. You can see things in there, and the Keshwar 2 seconds easy, the blackout in there is, I would say, about 80%. So yeah, the Coleman Festival Blackout 4. If you want a Blackout tent, go for that one. That is awesome for that feature. I don't know if people like blackout features on tents. I don't know, I suppose it depends if you're going to go campsite camping. You see, for me, a blackout feature on a tent with a blackout bedroom is ideal when I was going to the Lake District and heading out at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'd park outside the campsite to not disturb anybody, and then I'd often go to a place called Ashness Jetty and then Buttermere, like for sunrise, which in May time is probably around about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So I would literally get back to the tent in the afternoon when it was bright sunshine, and then get some sleep then, which means a blackout tent is absolutely ideal for that. Photography, eh? It makes us do some weird things. Oh, I'm a cold. I'm all booked up again. I'm gonna have to blow my nose again. Red Hillyberg Acto. Yeah, Andrew, spot on. See, the thing is, this is the thing about what I was saying about the Mango and that. It needs to be a little bit longer, I think. And I'm 5'10", so if I was 6'2", the Mango Banshee would not be ideal. But conversely, if you were 5'10" or 5'8", shall we say, then you could actually use that extra length for storage, putting your stuff in. Yeah, Lake District is beautiful. An hour's drive away. I'm Andrew. I'm 4 hours drive. I'm in Leicestershire, so it's a 4 hour drive. 200 miles exactly to Keswick. Is my dream tent Nordisk. Wow. I'll have to look that out. Have a look at that. Yeah, unfortunately, all the comments they appear and then they slowly fade away. It's like, oh, just reading them. But when I read this back later, I'll have a look. No. Yeah. I don't know. Tent wise, the nature hike. Oh, what was the name of it? I said it earlier. No, someone's got one of them. I think the birds are roosting now. It's starting to get dark. Boy racers are out. Too old for that sort of thing. Oh God, what was it called? The nature hike. It's very similar to this in size. I said it earlier. That's one that's really kind of get my interest. It'll come to me later on. Probably at like 3 o'clock in the morning when I wake up and go, oh, that was it. Yeah. I don't want to discourage anybody from doing YouTube. If you want to do YouTube, go for it. Aim for the stars. Believe you me, you will not regret it. But when you get to 1,000 subscribers, don't think the money's going to come rolling in, because it's more based on views anyway. But you just got to keep working at it. I don't even really watch my videos anymore. I used to post them onto YouTube, so you couldn't see them. If you look at the big Agnes, the lost dog, sleeping back in nature. Oh yeah, okay, I will do. Thank you. But yeah, if you're going to be doing YouTube, I will be reading all these comments later once it's uploaded and all that sort of thing. Yeah, go for it, do it, because if I can do it, then anybody can do it. And I can't even watch myself back now at the moment. So apologies if I've left anything in, because I just don't know. I've got a gist of roughly what I said and where I finished off, and then at the end of every video that you don't see, which I cut off, I literally run, like say I do, ever tried I'm going to sleep back now. But I'll have a look, definitely. I'm open to all suggestions, definitely. Yeah, I don't really watch them back anymore. But when I do a good take, when I've worked out roughly what I need to say, I'll get to the end of the clip and then literally I'll put my hand up in front. So then when I go through the editing process, I'll skip to the very end and I'll know that the one with the hand up is the one that I need to use. So if you're going to be doing any YouTube work, that's a little tip for you, because you can go, yeah, that was all right, but I forgot to mention this or I forgot to mention that. And sometimes I get slated for the fact that I forget things. I'm old, I'm tired, I often forget things. What was the way to that tent? Oh, damn, I forgot. I'm trying my best. I don't always remember. That's why I use that bum bag, because I'm always forgetting my keys, my wallet, and my phone. And just a good thing. Oh, it's getting chilly again. I might wake up tomorrow, and this video that hopefully you'll all watch, I might wake up like an icicle. I think next week I'll do a poll on it, but hopefully the Quechua 2 seconds easy. I'd like to try that tent again. The only thing is, as I said earlier, yeah, excuse you, is drying it out. It's a great tent, but I just can't think of a good way of drying it out. Shame you can't actually separate the subframe from the fly and then put the fly out to dry, but it's all as one. No, they've actually brought out a vestibule for that. I think it's about £59.99. I'm interested. Like a sort of side part that goes onto it. It's on Decathlon's website at the moment. That'd be nice. I don't know really what sort of tents people are interested in. That's the thing. Are you interested in big family camping tents, or tents that you can take wall camping, like that one? Let me know. I'm being made fun of. You can, yeah. I can't do that because I'm being censored. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, okay. Family's being cheeky from the kitchen window. Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what people are, the big family ones. As I say, I've got my idea. I've got my eye on 2 tents. Oh, Star River. That was it. Nature Hike Star River. That's the tent I'm looking at. That's the one I'm going, It's Nature Hike Star River. And the Quechua 4.1 Fresh and Black. They're the next 2 tents that I may purchase when I can afford them. Other tents are out there that are good. And maybe you recommend another one, and I go, oh, I never thought about that, and I'll go for it. Oh dear. It's getting chilly. Good job not going open water swimming this week, that's for sure. That's cold. Yeah, I'm open to suggestions. I'm never going to say that my opinion is right. It's just an opinion, and we all have opinions. And if anyone's got a different opinion to mine, that's perfectly fine. So if anyone has a better suggestion than the Nature Hike Star River 2 tent, I believe it is, then by all means let me know. Same with sleeping bags or anything. I'm quite happy to have a look and maybe find something that I never even conceived of before. And I shall look into it. But Ben, yeah, we're all different, mate. Yeah, it's a diverse world out there, and thank God it is, because what a lovely, wonderful world we live in, right? Such a good gift. It's the greatest gift we'll ever be given, that's for sure. Yeah, it's how we live it that defines us, really. Yeah. I'm just trying my best. I'm I'm not perfect. I'm not great in any way, shape, or form. I've certainly got my faults, but I'm trying to do my best, and I try and treat people how I want to be treated back, and just trying to do what I can. Paddleboard, I haven't. It's in my little side shed, mate. It's there. Not used it yet. Not used it for a while. Not since September. But I don't think I can really get on my knees on off my knees on that. That's all right. I struggle to get to my knees. I'm at an age now where my 50th is looming large. Yeah, Van Gogh Helium F10. That looks like a great little tent. Packs down to the size of about an atom. It looks like. It looks tiny. Very thin material, but excuse me. I'm not drinking any more beer tonight. I tell you, because otherwise I will be in that thing for 10 seconds and I'll be out weeing all the time. So, stand by for that video next week, which will be hopefully out next week. I'll try my best. As I say, busy week. We do what we can. I've got Bailey's Boy to edit as well. That's going to be a short one though. Yes. Filming for 2 videos in one day and 2 channels in one day is, yeah, that's kind of a mind one, that one. That'll be fun. Then that'll end up being like a vlog channel. We've got 8 subscribers on that one. Very early days. No pressure though. It's all good fun. Living and learning, pushing myself, making mistakes for the world to see. Ben, it's called Bailey's Boy. Bailey's Boy. It's a black circle with red and blue. Red represents Buster. In my logos, both for this channel and for that channel, red represents Buster and blue represents the other dog. So that way I'm sort of carrying him with me, in a way. I mean, he's my little boy. He was my little boy. And I don't have children, but my God, if he was my little boy, fresh and blood, I'd have been more than proud of. He was such an amazing little boy. So yeah, I carry him with me on my logos. And I'm gonna have his name. I'm gonna change my name via Depol. Yeah. I'm gonna have his name put into mine later on in the year, just so that legally he's with me every step of the way, because he was such a good boy. Well, I know some people will laugh and take the mick, and they have done. But I don't care. How I decide to honour and salute my little boy, that's up to me, and I wouldn't do that on anyone. Same as if I got a tattoo, that's up to me. Although I can't have a tattoo because I have vitiligo. Basically means it looks like I'm crossed between a giraffe and a human being, because I have patchy skin. But you know what? I can't do anything about it, so what does it matter? Although I am conscious of it. I also have tinnitus as well, which means I get that hissing sound in my ear, which is, I tell you what, I don't mind the vitiligo, the kind of giraffe skin colour. In fact, you can't really see it on there, it's very pale, but I don't really mind that. But the tinnitus is kind of debilitating, where you get this hissing sound and then loud music, and that can be quite painful. I'm gonna have to blow my nose again, sorry. I'm gonna have to wee soon, and then I think I'm gonna call it a night very soon. That's 1 hour and 30 minutes and 4 seconds that we have been online. So hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. I might yeah. Oh, bless you. Thank you very much for that subscription to Bailey's Boy. Is it HW? I can't really see on here. I'm sorry. Sorry if I get your name wrong. But yeah, we're trying to. You'll probably see a bit of my life that you don't normally see as well on that. So I did a bit of a video in my bedroom the other week where you saw all the toys and all the stuff we've got prepared for that dog. 11 subs now, Fred Shed. Oh, bless. That's nice. That's really nice. Thank you for everyone for subscribing. It's still early days, and there was a guy that I was sort of watching. I forget his name now, but he was doing like a vlog style thing with his little dog, little show. I think it was a show. No, it was a Sprocker. I forget his name now, but he was a lovely guy, and I thought, oh, actually, that's not a bad idea. I do watch some of my YouTube channel, the ones with Buster in, where he made an appearance. So what I thought I'd do is I'd make a channel based on how we are dealing with it. Buster's going to get mentioned a bit, and then preparing for the new dog, and then adopting that dog, and then eventually that dog, which will be more like a vlog style. So that's what that channel is going to be about. And I just thought, once that one day when that dog passes away, which eventually will come, I could look back and see that dog in happier times, like I can with Buster on this channel, which is why I'll never delete this channel. I've got an external hard drive full of videos and photos of him. I'm a great dog lover, am I? Oh, bless. Dogs are amazing. They are incredible. They are angels, but without wings. And you know why they haven't got wings? Because if they had wings, it would be an easy giveaway. They are angels. They are. And this is coming from someone that used to be absolutely petrified of them. And in 1990s, the early 1990s, this I'm showing my age now, when I was like 15, I used to go out to my friend's house and he had a cocker spaniel called Quest. A lovely little dog, but I was petrified of it. And when we used to go and play on his Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and we used to go and play Mario Kart, the original one, his mum used to have to go and put the dog in the kitchen so we could go and play games. That's how petrified the dogs I were. And then one day I think I let my fear go a little bit, and then yeah, but now I don't want to be without one. We said as a family that after one day when Buster passes away, that would be it, no more. But the emptiness that they leave behind is just horrible, horrible, and we're poorer because of his passing. I don't want to talk too much about it because it makes me emotional, but even 14 weeks on, best thing in my life he was. I'm somewhere between 40 and 50 years old, and he was the best part of it. He made every day special, and he was my little boy. I named him, and I miss him. Fred Shed, I'm going to go soon anyway too, mate. But thank you very much for your company. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you. So you take care of yourself, mate. I'm going to shut this down soon anyway because I'm getting cold and I need to get a thumbnail made for this. So yeah, it's an hour and 34 minutes and 32 seconds. So yeah, and I've nearly drunk my beer anyway, and I'm going to need the toilet. So yes, folks, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who's watched tonight, and I want to say a huge thank you to everyone subscribed. Thank you for listening to me talking and waffling on tonight. Probably do a live feed again tomorrow, next week. Tomorrow? No, not tomorrow. Next week at 6 o'clock. Try and probably make it a regular thing. We can all have a bit of a natter and a chatter. Although next week there might not be a tent up. It might just be upstairs or somewhere. Excuse me. So bear that in mind. I want to thank you very much for your company. Thank you to everyone who subscribed to this channel and to Bailey's Boy. It really is a wonderful thing. I like this community feeling, and I shall try my best. So I'm going to say goodnight now. I've almost drunk this. In fact, hold on. Wolfgang, you too, mate. You take care. Have a lovely evening. And thanks for your company tonight. Right, I am going to go. I'm getting cold. I need to get a thumbnail done for this for the next video. So take care, folks. Lovely having your company. Oh, dear.